So I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been following the Flyers too much, and I didn't realize that they had the second pick in the draft.
Nolan Patrick, yeah,
Yeah, which is
he's gonna be a
actually
stud.
he's the best pick from what I read.
Yes, he was consensus number one for like a year, and then he had that sports hernia, and he missed part of the year, and the Black Horse showed up, the Finnish.
Yeah, the
Nico
Swedish,
Hershey, I forget where he's from. Swedish.
He's like 30 pounds lighter and like an inch shorter.
Okay, real good.
Yeah, Devils.
Anyway, he showed up out of nowhere. What's funny is because I ruled out that we weren't going to get the guy I wanted. I really wanted Nolan Patrick, and I was like, they're going to take him because he's number one pick. They're going to do it, and he's bigger, he's stronger, and he's probably going to have a better career. So I said, I'm going to pretend my hardest that Nico Hershey is going to be the better player. And I read all these articles that were pro Nico, and I would be like, yeah. But I was like faking it. And so when they picked him first, I was like, oh, this is awesome. Woo! I don't have to pretend we had the right choice. Woo! We got the number one pick. So there you go, folks.
Have you ever been at like a Redbox and picking out a movie, and you're like, you don't know if you want this one or that one, and then you're like, okay, I'll flip a coin, and you say heads,
and
by the time it lands, you're like, I don't want it to be heads.
And then or the other way around, like it goes tails, and you're like, I should play best out of three. And then you flip again, and you're like, yeah, I'm getting the other one. There was no reason for the coin flip.
Yeah, it was the decision point that really made you push yourself towards a direction.
There's probably a word for that. There's a word for everything, isn't there?
I don't know.
Do you think that's one of the deep sorrows or the whatever
of obscure sorrows you're mentioning?
It's probably in there.
Yeah.
Good friends of the podcast, actually. We should plug them. Hey, if you like us, check these guys out. They're a little-known podcast, I know, but I hope they get a lot of overflow views from us.
Overflowing flows. I'm actually looking. I made a list of all of the dictionary of obscure sorrows because I want to do that as one of our episodes. So I'm reading if there's anything.
Sounds like you have a mental disorder, but yeah. That's why I like you.
Yeah, I'm doing all the research here.
Are they alphabetized? Damn it! My words tonight. I'm getting tripped up in my own tongue. Folks, I just came back from vacation number 3 or something, and they're not all week-long vacations. They're all like 4-day pieces. So that's how we have so many of them, I guess. I just got finished like a 3-day weekend or a 4-day weekend a week ago, and then I did 4 days of work, and then I did 5 days of vacation, and it's just messing with me because it's like you drink too much, you do this too much, you gotta get back and do an awful podcast with someone you don't even like. I do a different one with someone else.
Thank God.
I love this. This one's a good one.
That one sucks.
Yeah, that one's garbage. Show my brother-in-law the podcast. He's like, yo, yeah. His name's Justin. I don't know if you know him.
Oh,
I can say his first name, whatever the hell I want. Yeah.
I met him,
Yeah. He a hockey player.
I know. It's not bad.
That's the way to go.
So he actually watched an episode?
Like 5-10 minutes. We were all drinking. It was like 11 o'clock at night. And then we talked about some of our favorite podcasts. And he's the one who recommended one of the guys from the league is in a podcast with a couple other guys, and they do what I texted you. They literally just watch bad movies, take notes, and come back and talk about the movie in super depth. And that's what their episode. I don't remember the name of it, but it sounded really good, and I would check it out. Friend of the podcast, actually.
Yeah, if we had more time, I think we would be able to do that.
Right. It requires a little bit too much time, and it's been done before now, so it's.
Yeah,
I don't like sloppy seconds.
I kind of want to try to do what we do right now, but do it while we play video games, because I don't think that we'd miss that much. We might be like, we might have pauses, but.
Well, do you want to.
Destiny 2
the thing, it's already out.
Not for a computer yet.
Oh, okay.
October 20-something. 4th.
Oh, it is going to be PC? Maybe I'll give it a go. I've never played the Destiny. I never played it.
Neither have I. And a bunch of people in my office are trying to get there.
Look at this guy.
They're trying to make me buy a PS4, and I was like, "Ooh, that's
nope.
$300."
And you also realize you're between systems almost.
Yeah, the next system's going to come out.
Feel the crest is coming. We're already cresting. There's no No need unless you got a super deal on a PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Sony would like to sponsor the Unpanders, in which case, buy a PS4, folks.
Oh, man. Your words. Now you have to
gotta
say
do
after
some
me, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum.
chrysanthemum.
Yes, I got a word you can't say.
Got it. That's all right. There's a few words I can't say, and they're on this podcast. I'm not gonna,
all 4 or 5
they're
of them.
all directed to Dan at the podcast.